Hi, beautiful Libra. Welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Libra, I just want to start with this little bit of an announcement. I'm going to talk about it at the very end of the reading, but I just want to announce that I'm going to have a little bit of a competition or draw or whatever you want to call it, where you get the chance to win a personal reading with me for free. So I'm going to talk all about that. If you're interested, just watch the reading and then just continue to watch, because then I'll tell you all about it and how to be included in the draw to have a chance to win. So we're going to start with 3 cards here for the month of April. This is for the month of April, Libra. So 3 initial cards where we're just going to go deeper and deeper, get information, inspiration, and perhaps some solutions for you. Starting with it. There's a lot of people mending. I don't know what's going on in the world. Are we going on this mending trip right now? And you see the cards flying out there. Like I can't control it. And then we have 2 and 3. 2 and 3 for Libra, please, for the month of April of 2022. April for Libra. The mending is number 52. There's the second card, which is a new life. Wow. Number 39, a new life. And card number 3 for the month of April. There you go. Ooh. Oh, almost got away from me. And those are 2 cards, and it's community and observer. So just give me a little bit of a moment here to just look into these cards. Wow. So the main thing that I'm getting like straight off the just all of the cards is like synchronicity through the roof. Synchronicity through the roof. You probably are talking to someone about something, and a second later or like a minute later something comes on television or something happens where you go, what? We were just talking about that. Or like you will see things right now, like the guidance is just really with you, Libra, like in the sense of seeing feathers everywhere, seeing coins, seeing I'm not getting that, like I don't see feathers and coins right now. I'm just trying to give you an analogy of what you could see. So it's what you see. What is the most common thing that you see when you know, like when you see that, you know that your guidance is with me. Like for me, it's 144. 144 will show up in the most bizarre ways, like in ways it's not supposed to show up in. But like it's almost like to the point where like, okay, so if there's any type of something going on in my body or something like a worry or whatever, I see 144 and it's like, oh, okay, thank you, like, or thank me or whatever. So I think like it's both guidance, but it's also synchronistic events is really going on right now. And I see, so the first one, so you see this, it's almost like a mother figure to me, the mother figure, and obviously it can be a father figure and a daughter or a son, but because they're 2 women or 2, so this today here looks like a mother figure and this looks like a daughter. And there's like something about the mother praying, like just praying that it's going to work out or praying it's going to be all good. And this daughter figure or son figure, if we look closely, like today, I see just a lot of bubbles around it. Like there's just a lot of bubbles, like circles. That's what I'm trying to find. Little circles there. Do you see like so many little circles? And so I just feel like this little one, uh, first and foremost, they're surrounded by opportunities. Sometimes you might find that, like, if you have a daughter or if you have a son, you might think that they're low on opportunities. Does that make any sense? Like, how is it going to go for them in life? Like, I would put, for instance, my oldest son is hearing impaired, and sometimes, when he was younger, obviously I would, maybe not obviously, but I was like, how is it going to be for him in this life with job opportunities, meeting someone, um, education, uh, having to sign everywhere he goes. He can't just, step outside and he's free to do whatever. He's constantly, relying on the sign or sign language. Like, how is that going to be for him? Is that going to be like narrow it down to what he's able or capable to do, or what, like, is he not going to have as many opportunities in this lifetime like a hearing person, and it can be because something complete, like your son or daughter doesn't have to be hearing impaired. It can be like something completely different, but it makes you wonder if they're gonna have like the same opportunities, and they will. Like, they're swimming in opportunities, and I also see these as orbs, like little circles of, like, they're just orbs. They're just so guided and I don't necessarily, so I'm hesitating because I don't like necessarily the word guard, but they have like guardian angels, guardian orbs, guardian spirit world is just right there with them, whatever they're going through. Okay, and if there's something that we're looking at, like if you wonder, like if we're just in a midst of like, how is it going to work out for them? How is it, like, if they just now are applying to something, going through something, we're in the week 52. The 52 numerology wise implies that we're just at the end of this, or you can say just at the beginning of this. Like, something is just going to come full circle right now, or something is going to come to a conclusion. Okay? And then the next card out is interesting. So I mean, this is Libra reading. This is Libra reading, but I just feel like it has so much to do with the connection to a younger one. Almost like your entire life is about the connection to a younger one. So if you don't have a son or a daughter, could it be for a pet? Could it be for like just someone that you just feel really protective over, like someone that you feel like you have some sort of this new life. It's interesting because you see this person waking up. It's not like they're just, this is my new life. This is a person waking up. This is someone that has just woken up from their slumber. So I think that this Libra has been so immersed in everybody else's lives, or like, this is a typical mother figure, or typical like grandma figure, or typical like father or grandfather figure, that, which is Libra in this case, that is just so, it's just so important to you. I get a lot of Pisces influence here as well. I'm feeling Pisces, so maybe you just have a strong Pisces in your chart. This person that you're dealing with is Pisces, or you just have a strong connection to my last Pisces reading. I just feel like your whole life has circulated around taking care of others, and in particular this little one, your son or your daughter or a young one, and you're just waking up of the slumber, like, okay, so what's in it for me? Like, what's in it for Libra? Why is Libra here on this planet Earth? Of course you're going to answer to take care of my kids, to see that they're okay, to see that they're happy, and that's all perfect. But it's like, I heard this I'm really into Montessori, like everything Montessori, and the way that if you don't know about it, you don't have to read up on it. Just long story short, I'm really into Montessori. And I've been watching on and off this beautiful family. She's like this gorgeous mom. She's been posting all of these videos. And in one of the videos, this is like a couple of years ago, I think, a year or two ago, where I watched this video and she said, you know, when you can get some time to yourself and go take a shower or go take a bath. And I was like, yeah, like, right. And in the comment section, it said, you know, when someone is really drained or fatigued for time or fatigued for their own, their own taking, like pampering of themselves, when shower is me time, when shower is the pampering. And I was like, what are they talking about? I was like, yes, guilty as charged. I don't know when. I think I've had 2 massages in my whole entire life. Or, you know, when you go off to do something like just by yourself, for yourself. Like, I don't know when that has happened. I was like, I didn't even understand what she meant in the beginning. Like, when it's like tough one, when showering is me time. I was like, yeah, what are they talking about? Is there another type of me time? And so I feel this for you, like you're just waking up from not slumber, because it's not like you haven't done anything up until this point. You have been completely immersed in this one and in life. Like life around your family has been like your thing. And now we're finding little outlets for Libra, little breathing moments for Libra, a little glimmer of, okay, so just yesterday, my little boy, who's like in the month, he's turning 4 years old. I'm gonna cry just thinking about it. He went off with this neighbor of ours that he really has gotten to know here. This beautiful little girl. She's like 9 or 10 years old now. And we have like a little playground just really close to here, but they've never walked on their own to this little playground. I might need to cut some umbilical cords here. And yesterday when that came up to like, can we go to the playground like by ourselves? I was like, ooh. Well, I don't know about that. Like, I need to talk to your mom. And she was like, she has her phone with her. She was worse than me. She's almost 10. And she was like, she hasn't actually been going to the playground by herself either. I was like, oh, so you completely understand me, because, my little one is four and yours is 10. And she hasn't been there alone, and she's 10. And mind you, this is such a small community. This is not, a big city or whatever. This is such a small community. My point here is that not until, like, you're so in your life and you're so in your chores, and I don't want to say that our children are our chores, but you know what I mean. Like, we're so immersed in what's going on that I never think about, like, there's going to be a moment where I don't do this anymore. So when they wandered off, and this was a weekend, I had no job, I wasn't really like going to do anything at home. Is that, oh my God, oh my God, I just had some free time to myself. What do I do? Like, what do I do with this time? And like this world opens up, like to just like, there's going to be a point where that time comes. And this is the first time for me, because I have my oldest son, he's turning 21, and you might think that you've, had some free time from him, but he's hearing impaired. So I've been constantly in his life. I've been with him everywhere, no matter what the age, because I've needed to sign for him, for whatever. See, that was a new feeling. And this is something about like this new life that you're about to step into, Libra. Like there's something about letting go of some part of your life. If it's not a daughter or a son, understanding that they're going to stand on their own 2 feet. They're actually going to be able to work it out on their own, or like just getting a little breathing moments in there. If it's not a daughter or a son, it's like it's something you've been so in for so long that is like, oh my God, I didn't even think of the moment where I wasn't going to do this anymore. And it just gives you that type of freedom back. Again, I'm not saying like it's not the most beautiful thing to be with your children, but it's like this alone time. And then I get this community, and it's so interesting because it's so, again, it's like you've outgrown this situation. You've been so taking care of this little one, and we have outgrown the situation. Like, we're gonna move on now. We are too big for this small space. We're too big. Like, we've moved past. Like, okay, so the analogy here. The analogy here is that so now my oldest son has moved away from home. He's 21 years old. He has his own apartment. He has his own friends, and it's like this would be like I would move with him. I would move to a completely different city, only to continue to try to be the interpreter for his life. That's an outgrown situation. Like, he now needs to learn to stand on his own 2 feet and find his way in this world. You're still caring for the little one. And this little one, it can be someone that's 4 years old. It doesn't have to be. I'm trying to find analogies that makes you understand what I'm going after. And here today, I don't know if this is like such a side note. This little cloud, to me today looks like starships, UFOs, like mass landing, like within the clouds. And that can be, again, like synchronistic events. It can be like signs. You look up and all of a sudden it's like, that looks like an angel, or that looks like, which makes me think of a dream I just had. So sorry for taking, I'm just going to write that to myself. Just thought of something. Okay. Okay, so that might not be separate from you, so I just want to throw that in there as well. You might actually have dreams right now where you're getting synchronistic events or guidance through your dreams as well, like really clear guidance. Or you look up into the sky and it's like, and the answer is right there in the clouds. This is something about, because you see the next card out, it's almost like, here we have like UFOs or starships or whatever, like coming in, all of them. And then here they've turned into stars. Like, first they looked very like cloudy, and like for the not trained eye, they could still look like clouds. You look up and one person goes, "Oh my Lord, that is a starship." And another person goes, "Oh, the clouds are really fluffy today." Like, so depending on what you're seeing. But for Libra, I think like there's something about these starships coming in, and I don't know why it's just, I don't think I've ever used the word starship. But because I saw these stars here today, like it's almost like they're transforming into these stars, transforming into this wish fulfillment. I have to pull a card on this because I don't really understand what that means. It's like, okay, so first we have the situation of, we have moved out of a situation. We have outgrown the situation, or it's just time for the next step in terms of the mother-daughter relationship, father-son relationship, father-daughter, like Libra and a younger one, a Libra, or something that you've been so connected to is sort of like, we're ending this cycle and something new is about to take place here. There's a new setup, or there's a new way that Libra is going to get a little bit of your time back. And there's starships, there's UFOs flying around in the sky, overlooking everything in your life, and you're like, you feel very connected to it. Okay, can I just get a little bit of this starship situation here? What is that about? It's so interesting. A spiritual union. I mean, it's like, okay, so this new slumber you're coming out of, this new life that you're starting, Libra, it feels like probably your spirituality, or it's not like you can't not. I always, like, in the past when I had these workshops or whatever, and I would have people come and say, you know, I love these workshops because it makes me be. I have these weekends with these workshops where I'm able to be spiritual, and it's not like I've laughed at them or anything, and I understand what they mean. You can just sort of immerse and engage and have the real focus on your spirit or on your inner being. But it doesn't matter if there's like a spiritual workshop or event, and it doesn't matter if it's Tuesday or Sunday, you're always spiritual. Like you're coming from spirit, having a human experience, right? We're having human clothing. Spirit is dressed up in clothes. But there's something here when you get a little whiff of this freedom or of this time to yourself, Libra. It's like those ships is turned into stars, and there's a spiritual union. Like there's such, you might have felt it. You might have felt this calling or this bubbling up, like it's time to make this connection. It just hasn't been time before you were sort of done with this little one. It just wasn't room for you to have this connection to whatever this means, because it would have taken up so much more time. You would have turned into such a different being that you now are about to do. So it's like, yeah, this is next level stuff for sure. I'm gonna I'm gonna move this into the extension here and see what else, going deeper here on this message and see what else I can find there for you. Very interesting. So if you feel like this is your story and you want to find out more, the 2 links to that is in the description box. You choose whatever. One is to Vimeo and the other one is to Buy Me a Coffee, a donation site, where if you become a supporter there by buying me a coffee, not only do you support the channel, but you then open up to having access to every single extension that I've done in the past and for every single sign and what I will do for in the future. So you're welcome to either of those. And then I want to talk to you about this little competition, this little draw. So I was thinking of a way that we could sort of spread a little bit good into the world because of everything that is going on right now. And I just figured, what I want you to do to be a contender in this draw to win a personal reading with me for free, so there's no payment whatsoever. I just want you to sit in gratitude or love or something that makes you feel like so connected. So just take like 3 to 5 minutes and just sit and close your eyes and think of something or someone that makes you feel so grateful, or that makes you feel like you're so in love. Whatever that could be for you, and then you will just emanate that beautiful energy into the world. And as a little like carrot, whatever you will, I know I could have told you this and you would have done it even though there's no competition here, but as a little beautiful thing, it makes you a contender for this draw where you get a chance to win. And so if you want to, you can put in the comment section what you're grateful for or what you feel love around. If you don't want to be that personal or private, then just put something like I'm in, or like a couple of hearts or whatever. Just make me understand that you want to be a part of this draw, and I will include you in it. And I will announce the winner on the 14th of the 4th. And if you've known me and listened to me in the past, you know that I'm a numerology nerd. And so 14 is the new beginning for the heart, and the 4 of the month is just a heart matter, and it's all about laying a new foundation from here on out. So the 14th of April, I thought was a really good day to pick a winner. And I can't answer, but I can read them all, and Spirit's gonna help me to pick a lucky winner for this one. So I hope you find that exciting. See some of you guys in the extension. Take care. Bye.